Nature has quite some tricks hidden up its sleeve that woo us way too many times, but you gotta admit, humans aren't far behind. Take the ancient pyramids or the Great Wall of China, and you'll see our past ancestors have been blowing our minds forever. So today, we've whipped up some more unheard man-made sites. From the past to the present, let's check out some incredible places built by our fellow people. Starting with India's Shanbauri. If you've seen The Dark Knight Rises, you might have seen this place. However, we don't blame you for not identifying this lesser-known site. Remember when Christian Bale had to escape out of Ra's al Ghul's notorious prison, the Pit? That stepped, gloomy room is a real-life place called Shanbauri. Located in the vibrant region of Rajasthan, India, Shanbauri is actually a stepwell, arguably the world's deepest stepwell. It has a staggering 3,500 steps, making up 13 floors. The way it's built, calling it an inverted pyramid, is perhaps the most accurate. Shan goes as deep as 19.8 meters, surrounded by neat zigzagged stairs. For people who love a balanced design, this place is a dream. This architectural marvel dates all the way back to 800 CE, built by King Shanda of the Nikum dynasty. Its visual beauty aside, the structure had critical functions that doubled its fun. It not only conserved water in the arid Rajasthan, but also kept it 5 to 6 degrees cooler than the surface. Water trickled down the steps whenever the rain blessed the hot region and collected at the bottom. Then pilgrims, locals, and tourists alike could quench their thirst. Just like the Batman series, it has been used as a movie set many times. For locals, it's an immensely cool entertainment stage. Shanbauri hosts various festivals to immerse you in the rich Indian history and culture. If you're planning to visit it, then you're in luck. Many still don't know this Indian tourist site, so enjoy it while it's not packed with tourists. Up next, Petra, the ancient rose city. We're speaking about man-made things, but this place looks unworldly. Due to the red, rugged rocks, anyone can mistake it for a Martian landscape. Maybe not as old as time, but half as old, Petra was an ancient city, the capital of the Nabatean kingdom since the 6th century. Once, the life of its kingdom fell apart when a devastating earthquake hit it. The city was all but forgotten until a thrilling tale of a Swiss explorer. In the 1800s, Jordan was occupied by Bedouins, but age-old rumors of an ancient city still traveled far. The explorer Johann Burckhardt took it upon himself to uncover its secrets and entered the place posing as an Arab scholar. Thanks to him, the world finally discovered this rose city. While ancient Egyptian and Greek architecture takes all the limelight, Petra's engineering marvels aren't to be taken lightly. It has such fantastic architecture that it found a worthy place in the 7 wonders of the modern world. Petra was more of a caravan city, half built and half carved in the mountains. Riddled with mysterious caves, passages, and gorges, it gives a mysterious vibe at every turn. Add in the mesmerizing Oriental Arab experience, and this city can lure anyone by its charms. Such magnificent sights beg to be in movies, so that's why Steven Spielberg did. Petra was the location where the adventure cult film Indiana Jones was shot. Today, it's one of the biggest tourist attractions in the world, and a must-visit at least once in a lifetime. And now, the Palace of Versailles. Arriving at the posh side of France, we are now entering some royal territory. If you're thinking that the entire French country is chic, then you aren't wrong, monsieur, but Versailles defines chic. Its royal palace is a sight to behold. Its grandeur isn't surprising at all, given how it was built to impress. The Palace of Versailles screams fancy, exquisite, and every possible word you can use to describe a gorgeous building. Initially, this royal residence was built as a hunting lodge for Louis XIII. Back then, the uncultivated land around the place was a rich habitat for hunting targets. However, his successor, Louis XIV, saw an opportunity to make Versailles his center, so he transformed the lodge into a lavish palace complex, celebrating himself. Dubbed the Sun King, Louis XIV widely used sun symbols symbolism in the palace architecture, signifying that he was the central power. And man, did the palace shine bright, decked with jewels, gold, marble, mirrors, chandeliers, and the finest furnishings. It'll leave you with squinted eyes and a deep desire to be born a royal. One of the most famous rooms in the palace is the Hall of Mirrors. As stunning as it sounds, even the beauty had a power move. Back then, all the mirrors were made in Italy, but the sun god especially had them made in his country to show they weren't dependent on anybody. You might even know his wife. Marie Antoinette is one famous royal lady. She had her own private wing, a building called the Petit Trianon. What's more, her superstitions led her to build a temple of love to pray for her sons. Despite massive public disapproval of the unchristian practices, Marie kept on visiting it. Sadly, fate had other plans, as all her subsequent children passed away. The temple is still one of the hot sites to visit in the palace. Moving on, the gravity-defying Tiger's Nest. Keeping with the temples, the next place on our list will refresh some Avatar: The Last Airbender memories. Tiger's Nest, or Parotoksong, is nestled in the roof of the world, the towering Himalayas. A sacred Buddhist site, Parotoksong is the most well-known of 13 toksong, tiger layers for us ordinary folks. So what's with the tiger association? Well, according to mythology, Guru Padmasambhava traveled on a tiger's back up to the high site and settled there. There, he meditated, taught his students, and introduced Vajrayana Buddhism to Bhutan. The sheer height of this monastery makes us wonder how it was built back then. Hear this, the slopes are so steep that they're almost vertical. Forget height phobic. Even regular fellows will fear their life at the cliff-edge temples. It's dangerous, no doubt, but sprinkled with peaceful vibes and rich religious background. Some days, clouds surround the site, breathing more spirituality into it. It was built in the 1600s over 3,000 feet above the valley, with temples layered upon each other. However, much to Buddhists' dismay, the original site sadly perished in the fire in 1998, and the current one is a rebuilt version. You'd be happy to hear that the monastery can be accessed in multiple ways, despite how scary it looks to reach. The main trail starts with a water-powered prayer wheel that supposedly purifies all the water sources of the valley. As you trek up, you'll find yourself at different levels of Parotoksong, ending up in the main monastery displaying historical paintings. You can even see Guru Rinpoche's sacred cave from here. If you're visiting at the right time, you can view it. If not, wait for a year, because it only opens once a year for public viewing. And yes, Disney World too. Maybe the addition of Disney World to this list is surprising, but undoubtedly it's incredible. The place is no short of a feat, given how massive and well-maintained the park is. Okay, calling it just a theme park is putting it lightly. It's a whole kingdom in itself. It has its own transportation, artificial lakes, stunning castles, a waste management system, and a fire department as well. One of Florida's most visited sites spawns over 30,000 acres of land. You'll have to agree that even its stunning Cinderella castle looks like an actual royal residence. It's 180 feet tall. The place has everything for everyone. The ingeniously built rides, character meet and greets, immersive experiences, and real-life incarnations of your favorite stories already make it the best. But apart from the fantastic aspect, it offers luxurious hotels, delicious cuisines, shopping centers, and other activities, so no one gets bored here. Yes, the crowds and the prices are a bit daunting, but a truly magical kingdom has got to have those. So how can we forget the gorgeous, gorgeous fireworks? Did you know, after the military, Disneyland uses the most fireworks in the US? Yep, that's true. It spends over $50 million yearly on those stunning displays alone. All this makes it the happiest place on Earth. Lastly, heading to Cambodian jungles and visiting Angkor Wat. Now we're ending our journey with a jungle cruise to the world's largest religious monument. It covers almost 162 hectares. Angkor Wat has ties to both the Buddhist and Hindu religions. The complex was built during the Khmer period in the 12th century. Almost every inch of it is decorated with intricate motifs and designs that still amaze us with hidden meanings. Here's a curious thing we heard about it. It's a miniature stone replica of the universe. Referencing religious myths, a central tower of the complex symbolizes the mountain Meru. The complex outer wall refers to the world's edge. The moat is the grand ocean. It used to be an advanced town right up the ranks with organized Egyptian or Greek cities. Sadly, devastating rains and its own water system flooded the city and left it uninhabitable. Soon, the vines took over, and now Angkor Wat presents a fusion of nature and man. It's probably the best example of why humans must respect nature and work in harmony. You never know when Mother Earth destroys you in a flick. That's a wrap for this video. Which place did you love the most? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.